Do you think living with parents as an adult affects your independence and decision making skills? Really, why or why not?
When it comes to decision making,
Mhm.
they take most of the decisions.
Yeah.
You might not really have a say in what you want. You understand, because you have someone that you are living with technically.
If you want to stay with your parents,
Mhm.
you must understand that you might not have your total independence.
Today we're still money, but it is one topic Tolu really wanted us to hit on.
Wow.
And is living with parents versus flying solo.
Mm.
Do you understand? So it's still back to the, should we say, fresh graduate?
Okay.
Let's just keep it within the age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's very important.
Yeah.
Because you face different challenges at different ages and levels in life. If you live with parents, yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we're looking to, dissect that a bit and appreciate the pros, benefits, let's say disadvantages too. I'll start with the question first though. Tolu, would you rather be living with your parents right now or flying solo?
I'll live with my parents. I'm telling you, the cost of things.
It's crazy.
I didn't know this how adults would. So yeah, I would have preferred to live with my parents than to stay alone.
I mean, right now, I don't mind just do my parents. I just cross leg, wake up for morning, just job. No need to reason anything.
Yeah.
But with the, with rent prices, soaring in cities everywhere. I wanted to even focus on Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, but it's everywhere really.
That's told it's crazy in Cross River as well.
Yeah, so it still brings. Is it moving out still a realistic goal? For the average Nigerian youth. That's the question here right now. So, I think it's increasingly becoming a luxury, in my own opinion, right? Because the average annual rent right now is, in most cases, trumps the annual salary of the average individual, right? So for youths, it is very difficult now, and I just feel if your plans, you understand, if you're not in that much of a hurry and you have some plans, I think you should even stay back and execute well. Yeah.
Why are you encouraging people not to grow up?
They will grow up. It's part of growing up. This is part of growing up, really. It's part of growing up, So, but do you think living with parents as an adult affects your independence and decision making skills? Really, why or why not? I'm throwing this to you guys now.
Okay, since the Queen is the one that is very passionate about this, let's start with Tolu. Ladies first.
Mm-hmm. Living with our parents.
Yeah, does it affect your independence, decision making, and all?
Well, I don't live with my parents, but I live with
Yes. Don't worry, we wouldn't mind. You can say.
I live with my siblings who, I'm their responsibility, So living with them can be, when it comes to
what?
When it comes to decision making, they take most of the decisions. You might not really have a say in what you want. You understand, because you have someone that you are living with technically.
Okay, so decision making is not necessarily a criteria in the household for you right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely you pay your dues, right? You contribute in some way to the.
Yeah, definitely. You can't, with the way things are, the way the society is right now, you can't, why won't you contribute? You have to, in one way or the other. You might not contribute monetary, you understand? You can contribute in other aspects, you can contribute in household aspects, by running errands. You're
Yeah, that's very easy to do.
Yeah, very easy.
Very easy to do.
It's not easy.
Especially when you come back from work and let me go and get this toilet. But what?
By running errands, you're contributing to the household one way or the other by, helping out in other things, So, yeah.
All right. But I mean, on a lighter note, there's this saying in Yoruba that I hate to say because I don't believe it is very accurate, but just for the sake of this, the saying goes, "Wa pelaye, ojú ọ̀nà ribi, wa mú kanu méjèèjì."
Translate.
No, it means that someone tells you you want to live long, and you don't want to experience have bad experiences and negative things happening around you. You can't have the two. You choose one of the two. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you want to stay with your parents, you must understand that you might not have your total independence.
Yeah.
It's a fact you must face. Because one of the things that gives you independence is, one, you're making your own money. Then you're able to say, I want to buy this. When your parents are buy, you use what they buy for you.
Yes.
I like this kind of toothpaste. I love go and buy it yourself.
Yeah,
and you fit. But when you start making money, then you begin to do all that yourself. But yes, you have that independence to do certain things. But depending on your parents and their structure, their understanding, their ideology, if they have restrictions to the time you come home and all that, you might have to follow that. And some parents will still see you as their child. Yeah. So by 7 o'clock, they might be calling you, where are you? Why are you still outside? You want to be a bad girl. You didn't sleep home last night, or guy, or you're bringing too many girls home, which you shouldn't be doing. Don't give up. But
I remember having that discussion with my parents. Like, it was always, why do you always go out? See the time. Sometimes you're so scared to go back home. It's crazy. But and I second what you guys are saying, really. You can't be independent really if you're staying in the house, at least to a certain degree. And the dynamics of the house, it still depends on the kind of household, But I want to throw another question in, like, so we've all experienced it to a certain degree, right? What was the inspiration to leave the house, right? So and I'll give you an example so you understand me better. The average at that age, everybody just wants to leave the house so they can go out, have fun, no restrictions. Do you understand? And in some cases, they lose themselves, right? So what was your inspiration really? To leave the house.
Okay, so growth. You can't. I won't say you can't grow when you're with your parents, but you need to be around, I would say certain group of, community people, your age group, to be able to know what's happening, what's evolving. Because if you're with your parents all the time, you might not hear or know what are the, trends and what are the things that are converting to money nowadays. You might just be static on the knowledge your parents must have acquired. You get so.
In addition to that, it will restrict your maturity. Most likely will, because they always have your back. You can always go back to them. You're broke. You need something done. When you stay alone and you run out of gas, you learn to plan better so that when you're cooking, your gas will not finish. Then you're going around with half-cooked rice from door to door looking for a gas to use.
Give me salt.
Give me salt. Or when you're there and you suddenly run out of money and you realize there's no money and you're calling your friends, nobody's speaking, and you look at the distance, you have to walk a particular distance or risk. When you stay alone, you make these mistakes and you grow, you learn how to plan your life better. As against, these people are old now, they're not doing more. Okay, can I quickly and all that. So staying alone is very, 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 very important. It's good at that age. Yeah. But again, I don't know what the next question will be. The thing is, when you say stay alone, not staying with parents doesn't mean stay alone.
Exactly. It varies, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you can be the individual staying alone literally. But right now, I've noticed a lot of, youths these days actually live together. They stay in shared apartments, and it has made it easier for them really, because they all split the bill. So even if the rent is $1 million, 2 million plus, a couple of them together, they pool their resources, it's easier for them to afford stay. And I would always advise that, especially at that age, really. Stay with friends. You guys can grow together, financially. You manage the house together, generally support each other. But you have to pick the people you stay with too. You don't want people that will set you back. Do you understand? So that's it. But and I was having a discussion with somebody too recently about about this really, and it was about like cultural expectations really that influence these decisions, right? Okay, so we already know, yes, we are seeking independence, right? But a lot of cultural expectations, and the guy goes, so there was a lady on the table too, and the guy goes, women should stay in their house, they shouldn't even bother Jerry. Or should just stay in the house and wait for their husbands, do you understand, to come and carry them and all that. He said they should save their money. Do you understand? And the lady was like, no, why will you do that? Why will you say that? Like, women also need to go leave their house, they need to be independent. I don't know. So that was the conversation we had. And you have to pick your guys' brains. In regards to that, what do you think? Should women stay at home and just cross their legs and just wait for the husband to come and take them and save their money while they are at it too? What is this something you agree with?
If that's your mentality, I'm actually sorry for you out there, because you can't just sit down, irrespective of a woman or a man, gender or whatever. You can't. You have bills to pay. You have things, you have to grow, you have dreams, you have goals. And by sitting at home waiting for your Prince Charming to come and pick you up,
wow.
Well, you have lesser bills if you're in the house though. Wow. You just be doing errands and
you be doing errands, but that's too much to some extent, because you need the time and efforts they're using to run errands. If you channel that into a skill, or into doing extra hours, or learning, watching YouTube channels on the skill that you are acquiring at that moment, that's a plus for you. That's a growth for you, technically.
Interesting. Well, okay. I think there's a very interesting part of it. So we'd like to hear from you, our listeners. Not calls, just WhatsApp messages or voice notes. Do send that through and let's play that. But this is my view on this. You see, a lot of times, I think there's this trigger. Once ladies here, stay alone, stay in your home, and let the guy pick you. They feel like they're being disrespected. Yeah. But if you look at it from a different angle, you see, one of the reasons it is very important for a man to leave the home before marriage is because when you leave the home, whether your wife is earning more than you or your wife is a military officer, you are meant to protect the home. Yes. You're meant to give leadership. So staying alone will help you groom yourself to give that leadership that you need for that family. Yeah. That's why I see a lot of mommy's boys who went from their home to their wife's place, and they expect that kind of thing their mom does for them for their wife. And you're that's not your space. You're supposed to be independent. So it's very important for a man to stay alone and be able to lead and guide the family. And for the woman, it might not necessarily be important. And this is why I say that. No matter who the woman is, whether you're running your own business, whether you're a graduate in psychology, philosophy, any of the orgies or anything that you studied, you go to work from your parents' home, you would come back. Traditionally, and even by, I say spiritually, biologically, or whatever, however you want to describe it. Legally, the woman is like the homekeeper. So staying with your parents will make you a bit more, you learn tolerance from them. Because their excesses, by that stage, all the things they used to do to you when you were younger, you are able to, it becomes excesses to you because you want to live your independent life. So your ability to manage them doesn't stop you.
Better managers.
And exactly. And so it doesn't stop you from going to work and being the woman you want to be. It doesn't stop you from having your friends' night out and hang out. As a matter of fact, the more you grow, your parents know they've lost control over you. You could decide, I'm going out with my friends, I'll come back tomorrow. If you're not happy with it, I'll leave your house. It's simple. I'm an independent woman. I'm every woman.
It's all
you know, so that's my view, that staying with your parents doesn't make you less of a woman, and it's not an insult. It's even based on the role you play in the home. Because whether I like it or not, we say this thing that the role of a woman is not in the kitchen. In the home, the role of a woman is in the kitchen. The role of a man is at the gate. If there's anything here by the gate, who goes at the man with his big chest, even if he's scared, you know, so you're expected to protect, the woman is expected to provide at home. But that doesn't mean you can't be a success. That doesn't mean you can't be the director of a company. Even if you get a housemaid to do all the cooking, she still needs to run it by you, that madam, so what do we do? It's still your place. You still guide and decide, I don't like this furniture here, I want this. It's your home. So staying with your parent to help you learn some of these things, tolerance. When the man comes with his excesses and your 3 kids, for those like Tolu want to give birth to triplets.
She said she wants 7 though.
7, okay. That's my take on that though.
But sorry, I just want to throw in a joke, right? In regards to what you said, when you said a woman taking care of the house, the man is at the gate. So we're having a discussion with one of my friends similar to this, and he goes, if my wife they form independent, now she know, say if I go marry Cynthia Rothrock, if thief come house, say, baby, you're up. Please go and find them. You know. So it's true, and in fact, if you're adding to that still, right? You know, there are some parents that will not even allow their daughters, you know, leave their houses until they are married. So they don't like the idea of you know, the daughters
staying alone,
the kind of impression. Even some landlords don't like you know, renting out to single women, you know. So I mean, that's another place with women face, you know.
I think for the parents it might be over pampering. I don't want my kids to be overexposed, but if you're sure you've raised your kids well, I mean, went to university, she should be able to stay alone without any without becoming, you know, whatever. Let's not get into that.
So I mean, with all that said, right? So Tolu, I will still always come back to you, right? So definitely what you said, as in, what are the what's the word? If given a choice, will you prioritize saving money? Key one now, saving money by staying with your family, or gain freedom by living independently and suffer with lesser savings. In fact, these days we're talking about it. I think it was last week. It's almost impossible to even save right now, you know, because of the way things are. So
don't say that to anybody. It might bite your ear.
So it is a more direct question. Same thing. But if you have the opportunity to still stay with your parents, save money.
See, as you can see, I'm glowing because I'm staying with my parents. I would definitely please stay with my parents, you know, because I'm still growing, you know, I'm still figuring things out, and, you know, staying with not just parents, their support, there are a lot of family support out there, you know, having your kids just come out of university, you know, facing university is not the real world. University is just like the first step. You come to Lagos, do you know how many times when we're driving down Third Milan Bridge, we're seeing like the various vehicles being broken down.
Yeah.
Imagine your daughter is the one standing there looking at, how do I go? We thought those people were trekking. I wanted to even tell you earlier that let's count how many broken buses every time we pass this bridge. So you can imagine all of these things. So, but when you stay with parents, kind of when you come back, you know that, oh, there's food for me at home. I have people thinking about me that, oh, this person went out, Ogiva went out today, he will be hungry when he gets back home, and all of that. Technically.
I think that's one of the unexpected challenges, you know, really though, that come with it, moving out and being independent, at that age. But at the end of the day, like I think we've sort of touched it, right? Especially for, male and female, individuals. So, all in all is needed. You need to, the earlier you can start, the better. Yeah. But you need to be very, very calculated about it now. Before you could do it, get away, and you can still run back to the house. These days, you have to get it right. Because by the time you say you're coming back, you better go and find where you stay. Don't come back here. Do you understand? Because of you now, we'll be buying a house that we use.
Staying with your parent doesn't mean you're not going to contribute. Of course, you have to contribute. Definitely, you have to contribute.
Like running errands?
Not just running errands.
Okay. Because I know someone who said she runs errands.
You're a rich kid now that everything just they choke. You understand? Food, everything.
No, but you still have to.
You still have to.
Yeah,
right?
I have a niece who stays with, and whenever gets the salary, you buy something home.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that, but just on our own says, okay, bring in this home.
Once you have spent a certain... so you have to. You just have to.
You don't have a choice.
If you ask that chance again, in fact, the experience will kill him.
But we're talking about the school leavers, those at the beginning of their life. But if we want to face the reality of what the economy is like right now, you're a man, you have 4 kids or 2 kids or 1 kid, and you're married, and you're going through hell. The economy, they pepper you.
Yeah.
Will it be wrong for you to go back home?
Yeah, it won't be wrong to run away. You can't go anywhere. If I tell anybody's leaving your house.
I mean, to take your family, say, okay, parents, you have this 7-bedroom apartment and which probably I also, in my good old days, I contributed amongst your siblings, your kids, and we built this for you. And we have this 7-bedroom apartment. It's only the 2 of you, and it's built in such a way that you can have, it's quite roomy, and everybody could have their independence and privacy. We want to come stay with you for a while just so that we realign. Would that be a bad thing to do?
Well...
No, let's ask Tolu first, because as a wife, would you allow that? Would you be interested in that?
To go to his
parents' house. So you can have a break to at least bounce back.
To recoup.
You need to take a break. We've always talked about that.
That's so cute.
We've always talked about that. You need to take a break.
But let me flip the question a bit to Vogiva. Now, if your wife's parents were the one that had the 7-bedroom huge mansion, that you were part of the people with your wife, you contributed, or your wife contributed, and now you're seeing shaggy. Would you be willing to move into that house, that instead of paying, and I know you're a big boy, you stay in Lekki where you're paying 5 million or 6 million or 7 million per year. You just want to go there, recalibrate.
So, without even trying to sound ignorant, right? Because, whoever gets dealt that card really will have to be going through some serious, So if it is the most sensible, solution, I'm up for it, because at the end of the day, at least I know my family will be safe. Safe there, you understand? And I can, if I'm not even up for it, at least the family can stay there. I can go,
can be hustling coming back
and all that. Because most of the time our egos get the best of us in this kind of situation, right? And when they see me finish, you get. But so if it is actually the most convenient and smartest move to do, why not? Why not? Because the fact that we're having that thought already means it has hit the fan, right? Exactly.
Yeah, that stuff has hit the fan, and it's better to do that rather than drown completely and break the marriage. Then they will move to their parents' house, and you move somewhere else.
They'll still end up there, right? and you become useless.
That's it.
And you don't want to be told, "I told you so." You could have gone at that time.
And when things go wrong at that time, that's when your wife that has been giving you that much respect says, "You see, I told you, this is your ego. Your ego. I'm the man. Look at where it's blackness." Have you been told that before? You said it with so much.
Yes, I've been told that before.
Anyway, we need to bring this home. Thank you guys for coming through.
Good to see you again.
Great to have you guys here. Great to have you guys here. And Tolu.
Bye.
Well, yeah, I'm back, and good to have you guys
back,
here.
Don't run away.
I am back. A lot of people thought I'd jackpot. Do you know how much it costs to buy a ticket right now? No jackpot anyhow now.
Like 3 million. I want to do something. We need to discuss that.
There's no economy in economy flights anymore. Luxury economy. So thank you guys for coming through. It's always a great time with you guys. We hope Nigerians have learned, and we're not here to bruise anybody's ego. Just to tell you that you need to face reality. The deeper you get into whatever you're lost in, the more you need to face that reality so that you could come out of it. That's the ultimate. Mm-hmm. If your parents or your siblings or your wife's spouse's siblings or spouse's parents helped you, who cares? I mean, just come out of it and make sure that before you went down, you were also doing something. Not that you and your family. Now you go here, Amo. Well, thank you guys, Ogiva, Tolu, for coming through.
Yeah, man.
And Nairametrics all the way.
Sorry, guys. Catch up with us on Spotify and also YouTube as well.
All right.
Nairametrics. All right, then. Bye.